Hey, Bolo buddies, thanks for watching. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of story time in this video. I have some awesome bolos, some things that you're going to be like, wow. Yeah, some wows. I have a bolo that sold for $182. I did pay $35 for it, which is paying up for Bolo buddies. Courtney doesn't pay $35 for items. So I did know it was a bolo, but there are others that have sold for less. Mine sold for more, and I'm going to tell you why I think it sold for more. So we're going to talk about that. I've got some good stuff, but there is something that happened right before I just was getting ready to do the video, and I actually called the buyer. And I'm going to tell you guys about it. So super, super cool story. The spoons from the thrift battle. Let's talk about that. So I was on Primetime Treasure Hunters show. And for all of you that came and watched, I know a lot of you were there. Thank you for showing up and coming and watching, whether you voted for me or not. Thank you for coming and just showing support. I appreciate you very, very much. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, definitely go watch the replay. There were some epic things that happened. I had to go and wake my husband up. He found a secret compartment. Yeah, you're going to want to go watch. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me pull up my screen share. Okay, so over on Primetime Treasure Hunters channel. Okay, so right here it is. This is the thrift battle. And you guys can go check out the replay. It's right there. But while you're over there, after you watch the replay of the thrift battle, go down and watch this video. They want it back. You guys, this video is amazing. It's just unbelievable, but it's a great video. That's all I'm going to say. Go watch it. It's already at 116,000 views, and it's only been up 3 weeks, and it deserves every view. Go and check it out. But first, watch the thrift battle. Go see if I won. It was amazing. Fantastic items were brought to the challenge, and I don't know. I'm not going to tell you. So you got to go see if I won. And if you're not subscribed to Primetime Treasure Hunter, please definitely give him a sub. He's awesome. Okay, so let's talk about these spoons. So the spoons were one of the items that I brought to the challenge, but I had talked about what I was going to do with them. And one of my options was that I was going to just sell them to 360 Vintage. And here is Ron's Instagram. I bought 5 sterling silver spoons, and these are heavy. I can't remember the grams or the ounces. I think it was like, I don't know. I think I said it in the video. But anyway, Ron bought these from me for $214. So if you guys are not following Ron, 360 Vintage Company, or I think it's company, CO stands for company, I think, 360 Vintage Co. We'll just call it that. Go follow him on Instagram. You can just type that into Instagram and it will pull him up. He is awesome. He makes amazing jewelry. And he makes it out of spoons and forks and different things. And I have purchased several things from him. I have an amazing mermaid tail necklace that I got from him. I have some spoon rings that I got from him, but he makes amazing jewelry. And I also will sell him spoons when I pick them up from time to time. So I decided to go ahead and have Ron buy these spoons from me. And I wanted to shout him out. Ron is the reason that I actually started selling on Poshmark and not Instagram, Poshmark and Mercari. So I can't remember exactly how Ron and I met. I think he's in my Facebook group and we were just like messaging about something in the group. I can't remember exactly, but he's like, you should really try Poshmark. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. No, I don't want to sell on anything but eBay. I was one of those. And he's like, look how much I sold on Poshmark this month. And he did this like constantly. He kept messaging me, I sold this much on Poshmark. I sold this much on Poshmark. And I was like, finally, I gave in. And then after I started Poshmark, he's like, look how much I sold on Mercari. I'm like, no, no. So I started selling on Mercari, but I manually cross posted everything. So when List Perfectly came along, I joined List Perfectly and I was like, oh, List Perfectly is amazing. So I'm like, Ron, you've got to check out List Perfectly. So now Ron uses List Perfectly. So he got me on to Poshmark and Mercari, and then I got him to do List Perfectly. So, and I am so thankful for him because he talked me into getting on multiple platforms because I was a solid, I'm only doing eBay person. Like, I was adamant. I'm like, I'm not doing any other platform. I don't want to. I have no interest. I wasn't doing it. And he just kept kind of like sneaking those sales into me, telling me how much he was making. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should do it. And he talked me into it just by showing me how much he was making, and that's how he got me, by showing me what he was doing, not pressuring me, just showing me. And he didn't gain anything from it. You know what I mean? He was just like, I think you should do it. So anyway, I just told him about List Perfectly and he's like, yeah, I'm going to try it. So if you guys want to try List Perfectly, I do have a video down in the description that shows you how I use List Perfectly. And it's basically a way to cross post your items to, I basically start on eBay and then I cross post to Poshmark and Mercari. Just makes things a lot quicker. I bulk cross post. What was I going to say? It's quicker. You're more efficient. So it doesn't do it for you. You still have to do a few things. It's not like it's not a bot. It's not something that's gonna like, oh, push a button, it's done. It does take all the photos over, it takes the information over, but you still have to like check out the video down below. There is a little bit of stuff you still have to do, but it is so much quicker than manually doing it. I will tell you that. So if you want to try it, you can use referral code bolobuddies, all one word, and that will get you 30% off your first month. So you can check that out down below. But anyway, the spoons. I picked these up at a garage sale. 5 spoons at a garage sale. Picked them up for $5 and I sold them for $214 to Ron. I don't know if I told Ron how much I bought them for, but it doesn't matter. That's how much they're worth. And he will probably melt those down and make some really beautiful jewelry, and he will definitely make some money also. Okay, I have a great story for you guys. So right before, I'm going to just tell it early on because it's just so fantastic. Right before I was getting ready to come downstairs to record the video, I got a cha-ching and then I got an email following it. And when you get those emails following it, you're like, uh-oh, what do they want? Are they trying to cancel the order? Like, do they need me to ship to a different address? Anyway, it was a lady and she was like, I wore this costume in the 50s, and she attached a photo. So I'm like, can I use this photo in a YouTube video? Because I didn't want to just use it, like she's sending it to me privately. I'm like, I'm not going to just use it. I'm not going to do that. I want to ask permission. So, she messages me back and she tells me a little like side story about it. And I'm like, I'm just going to call her. So, I called her and, She's an artist. So she wore this costume when she was a kid, and she found this photo, and she's doing like an art research project on it, is how I understand it. And she has been searching high and low on eBay for this costume because she's wearing it in this photo, and she wants this costume. And guess who had it? I had it. I had the costume she's looking for. So she sent me the black and white photo of the costume. So I asked her, I'm like, can you like send me like a little paragraph of just some information so I can read it? And I just want to read it to you guys, and then I'm going to show you the photo. So she said, I have one photo of me in a costume when I was a kid. This one was taken by my uncle at his house when we visited on Halloween. It was 3 of my brothers and a cousin, and we all had store-bought costumes. The year was around 1957 or 58. The other costumes were easy to identify than mine, a clown, a knight, and 2 Disney characters, but my costume baffled me. I could see it was related to space because it had a cartoonish spaceship on it, like something in a comic book or a comic strip. Both Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers were popular space characters in comics, movies, and TV shows around this time, actually starting in the 1930s. So, assuming my parents bought the costume, I wonder if they were fans of either character. I certainly was too young to have seen these movies, etc. So, my final evaluation is that this is not the sexy sidekick from the Flash Gordon series, named Dale Arden, but rather the adventurous space explorer from the Buck Rogers universe, a woman named Wilma Deering. At least that is what I hope, because Wilma, despite have a lame name, that's what she put in parentheses, is the more exciting character. So I have been extensively searching for clues to this costume by scrolling through eBay images of vintage costumes until finally today I saw yours. Now I can write a more complete story about my space adventures. So she's been searching and searching eBay trying to find this costume. She doesn't know what it is. So she's just been looking, scrolling through images. I had no idea what the costume was, so I didn't have any detail other than the brand and the size. I'm going to show you the costume. And I literally was clueless. And I think I listed it before I was using Google Lens. And it's not in the greatest condition. It's really, really old, guys. But you can see, and I picked it up at a garage sale. It was $1. But you can see, and she said it's like a rocket. So if anybody in the comment, or anybody watching knows anything about this, and I'm going to pull up my actual, I think I've got it pulled up on eBay. I think I can screen share it. But do you guys see? And it's got the gold sleeves, but she didn't even know what color it was, you guys. And then she found my listing. Isn't that neat? So I'll send her a link to this video. So she'll also have, I'm like, I think it looks like a witch. She's like, no, it's not a witch. It's a rocket. And I'm like, okay, I believe you. But it has the little hat. And let me show you the image on my actual eBay listing. Let me get my screen share up here. Okay, so I put it on my little, and she said that it helped that I had it on, whoops. Let me try and, so the little mannequin head, she said it helped that I had it on that because that caught her attention, because you'll see in the photo she's wearing it. But it's got the little skirt. But how cool is that, you guys? And here's a close-up of the image. And it was really wrinkled. I don't know how to get the wrinkles out. But, and I put that it was, you know, it's got defects. It's damaged. So I sold this for $16.05 plus shipping. And I just disclosed that it had issues. But, you know, to her, it's like, she wanted it for the fact that she's wearing it. Are you ready? Cool is that? There it is. Is that awesome? So yeah, that's her Halloween picture. Should I tell her that Halloween pictures are bolos? And if you're watching, a bolo is an item to be on the lookout for. And Halloween black and white photos are bolo items. You can actually do pretty well. They sell pretty well on eBay, especially if it's a desirable costume or usually it's the costumes I think that the kids are wearing if somebody's looking for something. So yeah, so this costume right here, and it's kind of hard to tell, is this costume right here. So she now has the costume that she is wearing in this photograph. So pretty cool story right there. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So I bought that for $1. It was sold for $16.05, and the buyer was all in for $23.08. And again, she is an artist, and this is a project that she is working on. All right, so we are going to move a little more quickly because we are already 17 minutes in, and I've talked about 2 items, but those 2 things were pretty cool. And I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on both items because they were cool. So we are going to keep going here. I do move a lot quicker on my main channel, my Bolo Buddies channel, and I did want to mention something over here. This is my main Bolo Buddies channel, you guys. I am almost to 10,000 subscribers. If you're not subbed over there, if you guys can go over and give me a sub, that would be awesome. Working really hard to get to 10K. And my other channel is Reseller Testing Products. I'm almost to 500, so if you're not subbed over there, I would appreciate it. So let's get into the what solds. I think that's it for the screen sharing. All right, let's talk about, okay, this is a really cool one. I went to this garage sale and they had a whole bunch of these crocheted ornaments. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I do remember. They're starched. So they crochet them, I think that's what they're called, and then they starch them and it gives them this hard, it makes them hard like this. But I got a whole bunch of these, and this one's like an ice cream cone. This one's like a mitt. There's a really cute one that's like shaped like an umbrella in here. It's really, really cute. Maybe I should have sold these in smaller lots. I don't know. I sold them in like 3 or 4 separate lots. This is like a little, another type of umbrella that's open. But I sold this lot for $20. The buyer was all in for $29.08. And I think when I broke it all down, I had like $1 in these. So the next item sold really quick. And there were quite a few of these listed. So I was actually surprised that this one went so quickly. It's like a wood doll. And then the head is like bisque, I think it's called. It's like a porcelain bisque. And it's by Shackman. And again, there were others listed, so I was actually surprised that it went so quickly, and others had the box. So I sold this for a best offer of $15. The buyer was all in for $23.55. Got it at a garage sale. It was originally $5, but I got it on half off day, so I got it for $2.50. The garage sale had a half off day. All right, this little guy is interesting. It is a Toyo, Toyo, and I had a sticker on it, so I knew which tote to put it in. I was listing a bunch of stuff that day, and I wanted to make sure I got it in the right tote. And this came out of a dibble box that I got from Donatella Bottolino. So I probably had a couple bucks in it, and it is a glass cutter. It's Japan oil hand cutter. I don't know exactly how it works, but that's what I like about the dibble boxes that I get from Donna. They always surprise me and they educate me. I'm always looking things up. Sold this for $15. The buyer was all in for $24.41. Um, Donatella sells dibble boxes, which is basically kind of like a reseller box. And I have quite a few videos on my channel if you want to check it out. And I buy those and then I resell the items. So you can check out those links. And I have a link to her channel down in the description of the video. There's also one for auctions for you. I buy from her as well. They kind of team up and sell on each other's channels, but they also do auctions. So definitely check them out. Now, this item is very cool. I picked this up at the Goodwill. A lot of times at this one Goodwill I go to, they have really fantastic plush. And this was only $1. And it is a happy birthday bear. This actually spins. It is amazing. It's got the original tag, and I can't remember if the batteries are, can't remember how to turn it on. I'm not going to leave it on because I don't want to get a music violation. It did have a little crack in the battery case. That was the only thing wrong with it. But I sold this for $29.20. The buyer was all in for $40.33. Anything that sings, dances, moves, jiggles, wiggles, I buy it. I love stuff like this. I think it's a home run. And I also put it over on my reseller testing products, but I don't think I did that one for some reason. So definitely be on the lookout, in my opinion. They range from bread and butter to big money. So Fisher-Price boat. This is old. It is from 1972. This sold really fast. It sold for a best offer of $25. And I'm going to say I probably had this up for a week, maybe, I think a week, maybe less, maybe a little more, but not long. And it sold for $25. I bought it in a bundle of vintage Fisher-Price items and at a garage sale. Buyer all in $32.35. Definitely a great item. And it goes on top of a Fisher-Price camper. So, right. Another item that was in the thrift battle. It was the Talking Mother Goose, the Ugly Duckling cassette and book. Sold for $29.20. The buyer with tax and shipping was all in for $37.26. So this goes into the goose. This is the book that goes with it. Okay. So it's just the cassette and the book. I actually sold another one, but it is pending payment. So that will not be in this video because they have not paid. This is cool. I picked this up at a thrift store for 50 cents. It sold for $10.49. The buyer is all in for $17.07. It is a puzzle, a dog puzzle, and I just thought it was adorable. I don't normally pick things up like this, but I just felt like somebody was going to want this so bad and that they were going to buy it. It was a little bit long tail, but I knew somebody was going to come along and scoop it up. So it says Labrador, and it's a puzzle, and I just thought it was cool. And somebody bought it. It's a bread and butter. Bread and butter. Okay. Express shorts. New with tags. Paid $3 retail arbitrage. Discount store. Sold for $14. Buyer all in $21.24. Clothing. Okay, so I sold this. I probably should have broken this down into smaller lots. It's a shoe polish lot. And the person messaged me and said that they had bought like, I don't know if it was like a I forget what they called it. Something like a shoe stand or a shoe tree, or I don't know. So I think it's like a vintage shoe something. So I don't know if they're buying this like as an accessory or to decorate or to sell with it. I'm not sure. But they got all this for 15 bucks. So they're getting a really good deal. They were all in for $24.41. $9.41. That seems really cheap. So there's like brushes and there's a whole bunch of different like vintage shoe polishes. I know that I got 2 other ones with it. I think I sold those separately. I did look up comps on some of them. So I feel like I did okay. I got it really cheap. I think I can't remember. I probably should have sold the brushes separate, but they would have been major bread and butter. I don't know. It's fine. I made money, but I was being a lazy reseller that day. Okay, are you guys ready for the big one? Are you ready for the big one that I paid $35 for? Okay. Here she is. She's awesome. Okay, so she's a Disney Store exclusive. Here she is. She is so cool. So she's Moana, I think is how you say her name. And then Pua, I don't know, Pua the pig or something. She's one of 6,500. And she is amazing. She's big. So there she is. And she's got her certificate of authenticity and all that jazz. She was at a garage sale for 35 bucks. And I'm like, if I bundle, we bundle. And they're like 35 firm. I'm like, you know me, I'm sweating it like $35. And I did it, and I'm glad I did because she went for $182.50. Let me see here. I want to make sure I'm telling you right. So there were items, I'm pretty sure the last time I checked, there were items that were listed for less than mine. My guess is they did not have international shipping or they did not have global shipping. That is why mine sold for more. My second guess would be mine sold for more because I had it promoted. But I don't think it sold using promoted. So I think it has to be the global shipping because an international buyer bought it. So you guys, if you're not using global shipping, I highly recommend it. All you do is you add global shipping to your item and then you ship it to them and they do the rest. So it's really easy. I don't know. I recommend it. I've been using it for a long time and I love it. I don't know. For those of you using global shipping, what do you guys think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? What's your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, this is another item from the thrift battle. It fits in my hand. Do you know what it is? It is a rifle rack. It's from that Mark's, what's it called? I forget what it's called. Navarone, Mark's Navarone set. It's the rifle rack, guys. And this sold for $18.25. And the buyer was all in for $23.59. So this is a part of a vintage playset. And if you go check out the thrift battle, you can see everything that goes along with this. And it's pretty amazing. It was one of my best garage sale finds to date. and I lost that round. And I thought that I was going to win that round. Go check it out. It was a sad moment. A very, very sad moment. Okay. The next item I sold is this Paw Patrol truck. And this one is actually pretty rare. So if you ever see this one, definitely pick it up. It's the Arctic Paw Patrol truck. I got this at a thrift store for $2. It sold for $21. This also went internationally. The buyer was all in for $29.55. So I am going to ship this to Kentucky, and then Kentucky is going to take over, and they are going to ship this to wherever this is going. It's that simple. That simple. I sold this Lego dice. This is from the game, what's it called? It's a Lego game. Is it called Creative Creation? I don't know. It's a Lego game. And this is the dice. And I didn't know that. I had to Google Lens this, and it pulled it up, and I listed this, and this sold super fast. It came from a garage sale. It was in a little baggie, kind of like this, of toys. And I probably have like 10 cents in this. This sold for $7.30. The buyer was all in for $12.78 for one replacement die. Huh. Did I not write that dress down? Shuckers. Okay. Well, let me find it on my phone here, because this one I definitely want to share with you guys. I sold this dress. It is a dress that I have had listed forever. It sold for $25.55. The brand is called Beyond Vintage, and it's just a little red dress. It's very, very cute, but I will tell you, it has taken forever to sell. I don't remember where I got it. I think I got it at Gabriel Brothers. I probably paid $5 or less for it. I am so happy to see it go, and I hope that it fits whoever bought it. I sold this Victoria's Secret bra on eBay for $11. The buyer was all in for $16.85. I paid about $3 for this at a discount store. Right before the show, I sold this Victoria's Secret bra. Same thing, cost of goods $3 from a discount store. This one sold on Poshmark. So $11 on eBay, $20 on Poshmark. Poshmark took 4. I got 16. So same thing, cost of goods 3. Now, this is a little bit more of a fancier bra underwire. This is more of a bralette. So this type of bra is going to sell higher than a bralette. That's just pretty typical. So if you find a fancier underwire bra, they are typically going to sell more. But I will tell you, bras, okay, I shouldn't say bras. Things typically, I shouldn't even say that. That's a lot of times people say things sell for more over on Poshmark, and that can happen. But a lot of people are now cross-posting, and this is just me speculating, so take it with a grain of salt. A lot of eBay sellers are moving to Poshmark, so I feel like, this is my opinion, I feel like things could start to change. So maybe those big fancy high prices that people were getting on Poshmark, maybe the price point may come down a little bit if people on eBay are coming over to Poshmark. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because people on eBay are used to getting lower prices. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? I could be wrong, but I also know that I price my items higher, just a little higher on Poshmark because I take into account that I'm going to do price drops on Poshmark. So maybe as long as the people that are coming from eBay are doing the same thing, it might be okay. What's your theory? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And then there's Mercari. So people from Mercari, because everybody says that Mercari is like the garage sale of platforms, but I don't feel that way at all. I do really well on Mercari. So I don't agree with that. But if people from Mercari are going to Poshmark, then people are probably thinking Poshmark's going to be like going even more lower. I don't know. I think it'll be fine. Okay. These shoes. Oh, where's that item? Oh, I see it. Okay. So I have 2 more sales to show you guys. And this video is long. Sorry, guys. I do have a whole bunch of these listed if anybody needs any fancy wedding shoes. These are like a pearl wedge shoe, and I have like every size 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5, 9, 9.5, 10, 10.5, 11, 11.5, 12. I think I have all those sizes. I might even have a 6.5 and a 6. It was one of those things that I thought was a good idea, but I bought way too many, and I paid like $12.50 for these. But this pair sold. These are a size 7. And they actually sold for $31. Yes, 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 yes. I'm so excited because these sold on Poshmark. Now, if these would have sold on eBay, I probably would have got 20 bucks for them. So that's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? I put them on Poshmark. I forgot to do my price drops and they sold for $31. So I'm like, yeehaw, I'm excited. They're worth $31 all day long, but like I said, if I would have got an offer on eBay for 25 or 20, I probably would have taken it just to break even because I just want them gone. So, but yeah, I got $31 for them. So I was super excited. Now, Poshmark took $6.20. So Poshmark's taken 20%, which is a huge cut. So I got $24.80. You take away my 12 that I paid for them, my $12.50. So it's okay. You know, it's okay. I'm getting my money back and I'm making a little. It's okay. I'm happy to see them go. So, I sold those. Woo! And I don't have to worry about them coming back for, oh, they're just uncomfortable, or I wore them to the wedding and now I don't need them, so I'm going to return them to you. It happens. Okay. And the last item I sold on Mercari. And it is this Leapfrog cursive. Learn to write in cursive. It is, I don't know if it's ever been used or not, because typically if these things have been used, you can see like where they have written. And this looks pretty clean. So it may be new old stock, but I think I wrote pre-owned. It's from 2012. So it's learning to write. It's a dry erase practice cursive thing. And I sold this on Mercari for $12, free shipping. So Mercari took $1.85. So my cut was $10.15. I'm paying the shipping. So I didn't make much, but I probably had like 50 cents or $1 in this. I'm thinking more like 50 cents, maybe even a quarter, because I think I got it with another one. And maybe a couple other things. I think I bundled. Can't remember though. It's been a while. But anyway, those are my items. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. I would like to know what you guys think about Poshmark and, you know, Mercari for that matter too, because I think that with List Perfectly being around and, you know, there are people that are branching out to other platforms. So it is changing the dynamic of those platforms. I mean, there's Grail, there's Depop, there's, you know, other platforms, Etsy. And, you know, I have an eBay. I mean, primarily I was an eBay reseller when I started cross posting. So my mentality was eBay. So when I went to Poshmark and I went to Mercari, my mentality was for eBay. So I had to learn those other platforms. But going in, I was thinking like an eBay seller. So you kind of have to learn the other platforms. But going in, you kind of make some mistakes, you know. So it should be interesting as things develop. But I think people kind of adapt and make changes. So, and you know, a lot of people have been cross posting for quite a while now. So I think we would have probably seen issues if there was going to be issues. And I think everything's okay. So what do you guys think? I want to know what you think. Put it in the comments. All right. What was your favorite item? I know which one mine was. Well, I have a couple. I like that silverware. That was a quick flip. Now, with silverware, could I have made more putting it on eBay? Maybe. But oh, I wanted to tell you guys, there's an S. Can you see it? I think it's an S. So that could have been good or bad. If somebody was looking for the S, that could have brought the value up. Like they could have been like, oh, I need the S. I need the S. And I could have gotten more, but I could have had to wait a very, very long time. Or it could have been bad and I could have had to wait a very, very long time. So, I don't know. I just decided to sell it to Ron. So, and then the costume story. How cool was that? And I need to make sure I remember to put those links. So if you don't see the links, somebody make a comment so I remember to go back and add the links. Because I want you guys to see her artwork and I need to go check it out. So, all right. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching.